Welcome to the Vegan Menopause Podcast. My name is Anna Peltzer. I am a menopause coach, a meditation instructor, and I'm here to talk about how to navigate peri-menopause holistically from a vegan perspective, using meditation, mindset, and nutrition tips to help you have the best possible experience with menopause. Welcome back to the Vegan Menopause Podcast. In this episode, I want to explore something you might not have thought of that can really help with perimenopause, and that is body awareness. During this transition, it's common to feel a sense of loss, grief, or anxiety around aging. Developing a sense of connectedness with your body can not only help you take better care of yourself from a practical point of view, but it can also expand your sense of pleasure, aliveness, and well-being. So take a second and notice, how connected do you feel to your body? Do you feel like you're mostly in your head? Or can you bring your awareness all the way down to your abdomen, your legs, your feet? Body awareness is beneficial on many levels. For one, it creates a feeling of respect and honoring yourself when you take actions that you support your health and your future self. It makes a person feel more whole. Body awareness can also help you ask questions like, will this choice help me feel better, or will I feel worse? Or notice when in your day is a better time to exercise. Or, what are some conditions that help me have a bit better sleep? And awareness of these factors and listening to your body can really add up to helping with how you experience menopause. Body awareness can help you identify issues and make changes. You could notice a change in your health and get it checked out before it becomes an issue. Maybe you notice your body reacts differently after eating a certain food. You could keep a journal to track the relationship between what you eat and how your body feels, which would help you make decisions around what to eat. And you would also have this information to bring to a health provider if necessary. You can also practice body awareness by charting your cycles or symptoms, which gives you a visual to see any irregularities or changes. I believe this also helps with developing respect for your body and seeing it as a beautiful and amazing thing. We can also track our behaviors. So as humans, we typically think that we've eaten less than we have and that we've been more active than we actually have been. So tracking can help us become more aware of our behaviors. Tracking can be done with a pen and paper to record a food diary, or something like a Fitbit or a pedometer to track your movement. We can also learn to recognize, am I actually hungry? Do I feel hunger in my belly? Am I shaky, low energy, cranky? Or do I want to eat for another reason, like boredom or stress, or avoiding something else? And we can learn to recognize when we've had enough food, feel satisfied, and could eat more but don't need to. I've always been fascinated by the people in Okinawa who regularly live to be over 100, and they have a practice called hara-hachi-bu. This means that they stop eating when they're 80% full, and this has many health benefits in addition to preventing overeating. And as a side note, they eat a mostly plant-based diet with veggies, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and tofu. So it can take 15 to 20 minutes for the brain to register that we are satisfied. So by eating mindfully and slowly, we can recognize when we've had enough to eat. Notice the smells, the colors, the flavors, and put down your fork in between bites. Truly enjoy your food and relax while you eat, rather than gobbling it down in the car or while you're working or watching TV. Exercise is another opportunity to practice awareness of your body and recognize that changes in your body due to hormones, energy levels, stress, hydration, and pain can affect what you're able to do. It can be helpful to assess how you are feeling before you exercise and let that determine your activity. Check in with yourself. You might notice that a certain time of day works better for you, and this can come by trying things out and tracking the results. Some days you might be okay to push yourself a bit, and other days you might want to do some restorative yoga or take a short walk instead. And if you start doing an activity and it just feels like too much, give yourself permission to back off a bit and do something lower intensity. Finally, and this one is my favorite, developing a sense of body awareness and being in your body, or introspection, can also be a form of meditation or mindfulness activity. You can do a scan of your body from head to feet and feel all the sensations that arise. This can be very enjoyable as you practice because there can be many feelings of aliveness or pleasure, even where you may least expect it, like behind your knees or in your hands, could be anywhere. And you get more and more sensitive to these sensations as you practice. I recently got certified in non-linear movement method, which helps release stress, trauma, and feel more connected to your body, soothes your nervous system, and develops sensitivity to pleasure. In this practice, you can become more aware of where you hold stress in your body and use your body's intelligence to release that stress. With this method, you move to music and some verbal prompts. Practice is usually done while on your hands and knees because it allows so much movement in your spine. But you can also practice while seated or lying down if you have a shoulder injury. Nonlinear movement is a very gentle and intuitive practice, and there are only 2 rules. Number 1, you keep moving the entire time, even if it's just your little finger. And number 2, you keep your eyes closed the entire time to stay aware of what is going on in your body. This class is live and on Zoom. Cameras are off during practice, so there's no need to feel self-conscious during your exploration. You can register on my website, blissfulmenopause.com, and I will leave a link in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, I would greatly appreciate it if you would leave a review or share the information with someone who could benefit from it. Thank you so much for listening.